It's no surprise to anybody that Victorian Police are having trouble recruiting new officers. I mean, I can't imagine why. Who wouldn't want to be part of a highly politicised police force that goes around arresting pregnant women in their pyjamas for naughty Facebook posts like they did during the pandemic? And who wouldn't want to spend their weekends babysitting pro-Palestinian mobs as they march through the CBD chanting support for terrorists? So recruitment is a bit of a problem in Victoria for the police, but it turns out retention is just as much a problem. Numbers of Victorian police are moving north to Queensland, lured by massive incentives of cash and other riches to get them to work in the northern state. The Herald Sun reports that the ranks of Victorian police are under siege, with Queensland's force revealing that their $20,000 cash bonus and relocation incentives are successfully luring recruits from down south. New data released by Queensland Police Service revealed Victorians were among the most keen recruits after an advertising blitz for the Sunshine State hit Melbourne in October. Now, all of this comes at a time when local police job vacancies continue to rise. There's 1,086 vacancies for police in Victoria. That's up from 1,026 just a couple of months prior. Liz, I know it's a tight job market, so obviously there's a lot of competition for people in every industry, including police. But I'm surprised that you would need incentives to get out of Victoria. I mean, the economy is so bad. Plus, the LNP government, they're going tough on crime, you know, with their adult crime, adult time.
Yes.
If you're a police officer frustrated by the lack of support you're getting in Victoria, with a bit of extra cash, it wouldn't take much to lure you north where you're going to get some support.
No, indeed. And this is the beauty of federation, right? It sets up a competitive market for these essential services. So if you're a nurse, if you're a police officer, if you're any number, if you're an AMBO, the list goes on. What a lot of people in the private sector don't appreciate is the public sector don't get to just put in for a pay rise. If you are a nurse in this state, that is your wage. If you're a policeman in this state, that is your wage. So these states get to set up bidding wars, basically, because these are the essential services that all of us need. Who is giving me a better bang for my buck here? And I'm not surprised to learn that Queensland is like, hey, yeah, no, we're doing very well out of Victoria. Of course, this is very concerning for Victorians who are seeing their own youth crime spree take a very strong hold in their streets, as well as, we all know at the moment, the Victorian Police are lobbying the broke Victorian government for an extra $1 or $2 as well, because once the nurses got it, it sets off a chain reaction. The police so far haven't had any success, which just adds to the perfect timing of the Queensland LNP government saying, hey, while you're getting nowhere with your pay dispute with the Victorian government, how about you just move up here? We've got way better weather, for one thing.
And you can hardly begrudge the coppers asking for a pay rise when they've seen their compatriots in other parts of the public service get a pay rise.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, how can you justify a pay rise for nurses and then say, but the coppers don't get one, or the AMBOs don't get one, or the fireys don't get one? I mean, if you're going to open that floodgate, the water's going to flood through it.
And they did.